Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, Spaced Out Edition here on our Ghibli colony. All right, so apologize that we missed a video yesterday on the upload. I was out and not able to get it done. Anyways, today we'll get it done. Before I choose, let me quick and see where we're at. It's been how long has it been? I don't know. I think it's been 2 weeks since I recorded an episode here, so I gotta catch up and see where we were at. I know that we, excuse me, we were working on the SPOM, and thank you for the feedback. Some of you provided some feedback and some different things, and so, um, they were talking about, you should have Atmos sensors inside, and that way you don't have to waste power on like the gas filters, and it'll be a um, clean gas. And yeah, I've seen that from in different SPOM setups, and I've seen ones where it doesn't use it at all. And the trick is that in either case, once you get it going consistently, it'll be completely self-sufficient, and you can actually remove the gas filters. Now, if you have a power interruption or something like that, or if you have dupes going inside to work on it, then it causes issues, obviously. So definitely realize that. Thanks for the feedback, and yeah, that'll be something that as we progress long term, it will work itself out, and we can make it more efficient and stuff like that. I tend to, be a little, I won't say I'm perfect. I tend to make a lot of mistakes, but I tend to try to be a little bit cautious and put in some additional things just to ensure that we're consistently, reducing damage as much as possible. And I won't say I'm very good at it. As far as our ventilation setup, yeah, I mean, depending on how you want to plan out your SPOM, you can have a single one of these just running a set amount of gates and always filling them up. Guess, I mean, that design works. I like my design as well. Um, we'll have to decide what to do about the vents. I've seen a couple comments, and I've realized this myself, and in fact, on some of my other videos, you can see it to where if I put in high pressure vents, which we don't have at the moment, um, you can cause popped eardrums and all that kind of stuff. So right now, that shouldn't be a problem. The only thing we have to watch for, excuse me, sorry. The only thing we have to watch for is if it backs up, because it's high pressure here, it's going to back up over here and then back up into the system. Now, this is where, yeah, you could have your sensors to where it just shuts things off if it starts backing up. But also, I've found that the moment this thing starts backing up is when you start getting imbalance sometimes. So, I don't know. Hey, we'll go with it. We'll see what happens. Right now, we're okay. It is backed up a little bit. So we got to watch that. But that's why we only got half of it running. Just so that we can get things going. And, we still got a lot of work to do. We got this piping to finish, in fact, which I just realized they can't get to. But we'll do that so they can get to it. We've got all of this to finish. Let's see. They've got this, they got this. We cut this off because we didn't want it coming in to our natural gas setup yet. And we did not put a filter on this to swamp this out. We do need to add in some liquid. Now, typically you prefer to put a high pressure vent here, which we don't have, but it will work. You can still flood this and cause it to go, oh, it's okay. You know, it'll still keep putting out. The only thing you have to watch for is temperature, that the temperature in here does not get so hot that it causes issues. So that's where we got to be careful, because our natural gas right now is nice and low, but when it first comes out, it's at 150. Now it will cool down as it comes over here, but we're going to have to watch for that. Meanwhile, what else are we doing? Let's see, we got our gold volcano, which we just kind of set up and we're letting it free roam. That's fine. I think we were doing some exploration to see if we could find some oil. which we haven't done yet, but we're working on it. I'm just kind of looking around. We're making messes, so that either means we're stuck. No, we're not stuck. Can't be stuck. You were just making a mess, just because. Because you were so far away that you couldn't make it to the gate, because we're still... No, we're not letting anybody out there. We're not letting anybody out there. What's going on? Why don't you have a suit, and why are you outside? Didn't I stop you from coming out? You're the cook. Look. Oh, you can't go inside. Yes, I stopped you from going out, but you were already outside, and you couldn't get back in the base, and so you've just been living outside the base. Great, would you get in? There we go. I was wondering about that. Good thing we have a good surplus of food. We don't have to worry about it, right? All right, let me see. So we've got Sophie and Pazu stressed just because they're building a lot, so we'll have to help them out. Get them some exercise. We are working on pushing the oxygen down. We're doing okay. It's just some polluted oxygen. It looks like it's bad, but it's polluted oxygen. So we'll get that taken care of. Sophie and Pazu. Let's take a look. Did we ever set up a stress? We did. So Sophie, you just take a little bit of a break. We're okay, guys. You know, you can do a little bit of work here, but then just take a little bit of a break. You know, get some extra exercise, which is probably an issue because power is still reliant upon just a couple coal generators and then barely moving, you know, stuff over here. I mean, it says the battery's full, so that's why it's sending a red signal. So I guess that's okay. All right, well, we're gonna get there. You know, we've got a lot to do. What's this? Not configured? Does that mean we need to deliver a suit, or does that mean that we're missing something? We got power to it. We got oxygen to it. Okay, it's just we need to deliver a suit. All right, no problem. We'll do that. Okay, I'm trying to catch up on where we were at. Let's take a look at this. So we can get rust, a hatch, or a second cook. We already have a second cook. Usually like to have 2 cooks because eventually the colony is going to split. I don't have a second cook. Got a bunch of skills too, but I think most of them are good. We might do some skill scrubbing. It's something that I've been fairly bad at. You know, I consistently, you know, I do this type of thing here, right? Well, where's an example? Well, not you. Yeah, like here where, I mean, not quite, but I tend to overskill them, and as a result, they need higher morale. And of course, once you get good food and you get the base set up, this resolves itself to where you have, you know, dupes that are really balanced. It's like, you know, here, so she's supposed to be construction is what she loves, or suit wearing, right? Okay. But we've got her doing all kinds of random stuff throughout. And I don't even know what her priorities is. So that's why she's stressed out. So we're kind of, you know, we're not using her the way she should be used. You, however, we do need to move up. So we're gonna get you. We already have mechatronics, so we're gonna get you strength first, so that you're just a little bit faster. We also want to get them the suit wearing if they're working outside. That helps them go faster, but I could probably do better about my skill management. Really focus on prioritizing them in certain areas, right? For right now, the +2 strength just makes them so if they're outside running around, they're faster. Now, once we have suits, that's not as big of a deal, but definitely, you know, it's better to have fast dupes. And you can either do a little bit through the skill improvement, through suit wearing here, so that they have the athletics, Or you give them the strength, which also helps them to just be a little bit faster. It's not much, but a little bit. I'm going to give you improved carrying. I think that just reduces the number of trips that you have to do. What do we got here? So you're construction as well, so carrying. You're our digger. I think you're good where you're at. I'm not going to touch you. And Eboshi, we're not going to touch either for now. Eventually, we'll need the astronomy and the data, but right now we're only using this one, so I'm not going to touch it. We'll just leave you. And then Calcifer will leave you where you are at as well. I mean, I say I'm not going to touch, but we could get you suit wearing, but we'll hold off. We'll hold off a little bit. All right, now that we looked at that, if I take a cook, I can get creativity and medicine, but this one would probably be pretty good. Increased athletics. Because then, you know, if you're not cooking, you could be our doctor and you can do artwork. And you can stay in the base. We'll probably never use your digging. And since you're inside the base always, we really don't have to worry about your athletics. You're a binge eater versus a banshee. I would rather have the banshee, honestly. Binge eaters suck if stress gets high. Because we'll never use you for piloting. I'm trying to just... Should we or should we hold off? We've got the food. That's not the problem. So I guess if we're gonna bring you in, Harold, who are you going to be? Who do we have? I've named all the ones that I just know off the top. Let's do Bo. So Bo is the baby from Spirited Away. So I got my caps lock on. To look at a list of characters because I've used all the ones that I know off the top of my head, and now it's getting into the sub characters. All right, we did it. We have a second cook, which isn't a bad thing, especially later in the future when you're going to expand your colony. Right now, we're going to do some art fundamentals, though. We'll start you off there. We'll come into our priorities, and we will go ahead and allow you to do some art. Where are you? Bo, where are you? There you are. So I'm just going to put it on this. We won't put any statues or paintings because we want to get his art level up first. But we're going to do that, and then he can just run around the base. So we will come over here, and we will restrict him. Bo, so you can't go outside. All right? Why are you out of a suit? Am I missing? Oh, that would explain it. I'm still letting him out of the base up here. All right. So since we've done that, does that mean that we have our cook outside again as well? Because I don't see him in the kitchen. I'm just checking it out because that means our cook may have gone out again. I want to make sure we didn't restrict our cook. No, there's a better way of doing it. Just come up here. Who's our cook? I can't remember. Puyo. This is the quickest way to find people. Is that you come stress and oh, you can't click it. All right. Well, where are you, Pakuyo? You're 52. There you are. Yeah, you're outside. Yeah, because we missed a door. All right, that makes sense. And now we've got Sophie still at 82%. Because we don't have the second one of these set up. And we're overloaded anyways. Yeah, we don't have our power grid really going yet. We're still working on this. We can get to these, right? Yes, we can. And someone was saying we had our stresses all wrong. Oh, do we have some random 9s in places? We do. I'm not sure why. There's no reason for them to be on 9s. There's really no reasons for these to even be on I did it at first just to get some things done, but none of this has to be there. I always like to keep the fridges on 6 until you get automation, and then you can cut that down as much. Typically we don't even need the 5s. We can start reducing this. And I always keep this one high just because sometimes dupes are stupid and someone is injured, or, you know, there's someone collapses and yet no one will go carry him. Not because there's higher priorities, but just because the bed isn't set on something that says, hey, go get this guy. You guys have already delivered the suits, so we can change you. Got automation here. We don't need that up. That doesn't need to be there. Keep you for that. Doors no longer need to be high pressure. We don't have really a lot of 9s yet for stuff, but, you know, we've got some stuff. We don't need that. Got a lot of cleanup, it looks like, is what we got. Just random stuff everywhere. Alright, we'll fix it. That's better. I was trying to clean up the salt water down here, but we probably don't have anybody really doing it on our priorities, which I need to revisit as well too. We're just revisiting stuff here. Excuse me. Sorry for the coughing, everybody. You're just cooking, Azu farming. Where's Sophie? Sophie's the one that's stressed out. You have nothing to do, Sophie. You're just kind of, just randomly doing stuff, so that's not the reason for your primary stress. Up to look. You're stressed out? Okay. Well, let's change this. Let me see. Well, it's above 55. That makes sense. All right. Where's Sophie at? Taboshi. We need to stop Sophie from going out of the base, maybe, for right now. Let's do that. That could help her. Boy, Bo. Oh, didn't we stop you from going outside? Oh my goodness. You got out before I set you. Stubborn derps. Good thing we don't have to worry about food right now. We can just concentrate on reducing stuff. Let's keep Sophie in the base for right now. She can come back in if she's outside, but she'll stay in. All right, you stay inside the base. Just do stuff in here. There's plenty to do. Look, you can come dig out some of this. Right, we'll just set it on a 5. You can dig that out inside the base, right? That'll work. All right, we need to get our power online. We went through all the effort of getting this set up and fixed. We've got everything good all the way into here. We just need to dig this out. I don't know if we've got priorities somewhere else where you guys think you're digging or whatever. I'm just looking. Don't see anything. What was here? Oh, another cobalt volcano. That would be handy as well. Right now we've got our gold free-flowing. So, do we not have any salt water? Well, we do. What did I set? I set you for salt water, right? Yes, I did. We've got tons of salt water. We're just not mopping it up. Starvation. Well, don't starve. Go eat. Okay, it looks like that's where you're going. Alright. Got a lot of people coming outside. I'm trying to determine for what. What are we... Oh, okay. Let's switch this over. I mean, I know I'm trying to, you know, move forward and get find if we had any oil, but I think we're all right if we hold off. What's our priorities over here? Oh yeah, this is all low. Okay, that's fine. We have no. Let's see. We were gonna come dump this, but we're not ready because this tank's full. We do have the suits now, so that does mean we can start clearing this out a little bit. So we'll just do little bits at a time so that we can just work through that as it goes so we can expand. Not a priority. All right. Now, why are you sleeping here? Four back. You got a nice bed, don't you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh. Whoops. Well, you know, that could be a cause for people not really being too happy. I just realized that. That's it. Let's get some... We still have to take this out. We'll work on that. We got to get demolition, and we don't have that ready. I could give it to someone, but we're not in a hurry. All right, let's do that. Let's get some beds so you guys aren't sleeping on the floor. That's a cause for high stress. And Sophie's down, so we can change your schedule. All right, Sophie. Back today. Pazu, back today. All right, good. Instead, we've got San and Asaka. All right, well, use that. We need to get power. Okay, you guys got this. Looks like we're working on that. What's wrong with you? You're looking... Hold still so I can see what's wrong with you. You're hungry, you're stressed. Oh, this is Asataka? Okay, well, we finish these, guess what? You can rest, right? See, you've got building and operating. Alright, we're gonna change you a little bit there. Why don't you go inside the base? Right? Ashitaka. Here. Go. Alright, but we are getting this fixed. Of course, we have no power up here yet. It's not hooked up. And... oh, I see what's going on. Okay, well that's a mistake. Okay, we'll get that taken care of. We got this done. So all we have to do is get some of this lovely, lovely salt water. There we go. Sweep that up. Let's put you on a sweep only. And let's get that in there so we can close this. I mean, well, we can close it. What we'll do is we'll just put a door on it. So that it's closed. Now, we've got some other gases in here. I don't want to cause damage. This will be nice and clean in no time at all, but we got to pump it out. But I don't want to waste anything, so we're just going to stick this here. I know you're saying, oh, you're going to waste power because of, you know, the filter thing. And it's like, well, yeah, temporarily we are, but it's just to clean this tank out, and then it's gone. We'll never need it again. Because nobody can come in here. This is completely sealed. There's no other gases in here. So this thing's active, right? Yeah, no, 7 cycles, it'll be active. All right, so let's get that. And then let's get our power, which we have plenty of cabling for. And we need to get you set up with one of these. Well, we're gonna do it right here. Makes sense to me. There we go. Except we didn't have enough cobalt to do that, so... Just replace the middle with lots of gold. We got tons of gold. We might as well, right? Alright. There we go. I guess we can get this. We've got all of this set up. It's on, we have a grid system here. So I guess that would be the other thing we can do is we can take this. I'm just going to start right. We're going to do two of them. We're going to do one here and one here. We're going to take this. Dump, dump, and boom. Because then this will allow us to get the other stuff working. And then we'll be able to go straight up as well and take that off. So it's on a completely separate grid. We'll be able to deconstruct all of this here. I don't know if we want to keep this in the base or not. We kind of do a little bit because we want carbon dioxide here, but we don't really want it in the base. So we're probably just going to take all of this out. All right, we'll do that. All right, so you guys are working. All right, we got a little bit here. So I'm just going to take this off. So here's how I fix this in a sample colony. We put this here, then we're going to destroy that one. So that this little, because these things, they're really picky, but you can, if we do that, we'll have this built. We'll remove that and the salt water will spread out and it'll be just enough to allow this to be flooded but not flooded, if you get what I mean. Got power already, so this is unbreathable. It is natural gas. There we go. Perfect. That's gonna get this stuff online, which means we can stick a door here. We can also set this to, we'll set it to gold because that's what we have right now as far as the volcano, so we have an unlimited supply. There we go. All right, so this is already pumping out. Oh, did I already have a... I realize that. We can take this one though and deconstruct that. Of course, this would be overpressure. We can fix that. Let's do that. Do that so that we're spreading out some of the goods. Make room for this. All right, so this one we just need to deconstruct. All right, and then we're gonna be pretty much done with this episode. Get that cleaned up. Doesn't look like, oh, there's a little bit more there. We'll get that cleaned up as well. We're probably got too many dupes in here. You guys are overcrowded. We've got a stone hatch egg we can move. Let's come up here. Let's do sweep only. Stone hatch egg. There we go. Sweep. Let's get that out of there. This one too. Okay, if you stop moving around, maybe I can select the stone hatch egg. There we go. Perfect. All right, there we go. Gas print, still overpressure. Ah, why spread out a little bit more? Just spread slightly. That's all I need you to do. Did we not hook up power to this? We did not. Well, that's definitely something we have to fix. So. Good thing we have enough gold to do this. Barely. All right, well, we'll work on that. So next episode, we'll have this online and we'll fix this vent. So we're almost got it fixed. Just got to balance it out. In the meantime, we're just getting everything out of here, so that's good. And then, of course, we'll stop them from going in and out. We'll see what this is, and let me see. You guys have already picked up the eggs, so that's good. There we go. We can take that off. Then just do that so that we put in the resources. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you for joining me, everybody, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care.